Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Duster Bus. Today we're talking a couple front suspension items. So first, a recall that I learned about, and then second, I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm doing on my Duster. So first off, my buddy Mopar Nut 62, thanks for this. He sent me a recall that there was back in 1973. Being that this is a 1974, produced in 73, gotta check it and make sure that this was actually changed. So let's take a look in here real quick. And basically what was happening, go ahead and get closer. But basically what's happening here is when during hard steering or underload, there was some cracking on this front support. So the fix for it was to, and I went ahead and made myself a little paper version, but the fix for it was they would do this in recall. They would come in here and they would weld a piece in here, and I'm just gonna put it in here just to show you. Relative to the picture, you can see that my bracket is a little bit bigger than the one showing in the picture, so that tells me that this has already been done. So they did make this car after that fix was put in place. I could probably still weld this or weld some other support in here, but if your car does not have a beefier support right here, this is probably something you want to look into doing, since this was, you know, even back on people back in the day. Now cars have a lot more power, and you know, everybody's souping their stuff up, so this is probably even more of a risk nowadays if you don't already have this done. So that is the recall, and now let me tell you real quick about what I'm doing. So starting out with it, let's go ahead and go to the other side real quick. So I haven't touched this side yet, and so again, we could do something like that. Since my bracket's already a little bit bigger, I don't necessarily have to, but I'm thinking now, and I might go ahead and do something to beef that up. Let me know what you guys think. The one thing that I did do is when I put that QA1 arm on, and you'll see this in a second, I had an interference here, so I ended up having to cut in, and unfortunately that's going to weaken the center support a little bit. So what I did was, and the back and the front both have these tabs, but the middle doesn't have a lot of extra support on it, so I did want to beef that up a little bit. So what I ended up doing on the middle was I went ahead and just put a piece of bar stock on here, 1.5 inch, 1/8 inch thick bar stock, just to stiffen up the middle, and basically just extended this wall up a little bit. And then I put whether it's needed or not, maybe it's just window dressing, but I went ahead and put a little cross member up here at the top. Let me show you on the other side. So yeah, had to trim this, had to reduce that strength a little bit, so I did kind of extend this wall up and then put another little cross support in there. For both of those, I did check it, make sure my full range of travel is still good. So that should give me a bit of strength. Whether it's necessary or just overkill, let me know what you guys think. But for sure, if you have one of the older ones, I definitely recommend taking a look at the recall and just kind of taking a look at what yours looks like. And this is something that if you haven't fixed already, you're gonna wanna take some time and go ahead and do that. All right, guys, that is it. I got a lot more work to do the other side. Maybe do this. Let me know what you guys think, and then keep assembling. So take care, guys. We'll see you next time.